What is robotics? Is robotics something that we seldom approach in our lives? How do robots benefit our society? We often see robots in movies, for example, the Transformers and the Gundam series. In general, they give us an impression of strongness and justice. To begin with, we will first explain the definition of robotics. Words robot and robotics have different meanings. Robotics is the technology that is used to design, construct, and operate robots, which includes the studies of electronics, computer science, and mechanical engineering. Robots are machines that are capable of carrying out complex tasks or actions automatically, and are reprogrammable by computers. Do you ever wonder when did people come up with the idea of robots? Let's figure out together. The term robot was first used in a play called Rossum's Universal Robots by Karel Quebec in 1920. This term was derived from robota in Czech, which means forced labor. The play talks about the rebellion of robots against their owners that led to the extinction of human beings. The robots from the play are more like clones rather than machines. Later, in 1927, a silent film called Metropolis, composed by Fritz Lang, was shown to public. The film took place in 2026 in the city of Metropolis that were divided into two different classes. The leader of the lower class was a girl called Maria, and she wanted to defend the workers' rights. However, an evil robot with the face of Maria was created by a scientist. She persuaded the lower class to rebel in order to eliminate them. Meanwhile, the son of the city's owner, Freda, decided to help the workers as he fell in love with Maria. Finally, the robot was burned in a fire and revealed its true identity. In the two plays we mentioned, we can see that the idea of robots, in other words, human-like machines, actually brought fear to the people in the early days. In 1954, American George DeFore invented the Unimate, a robotic lifting arm which was known as the first industrial robot. It can reach up to 7 feet and perform different tasks. It is controlled by a manual system, so if it is leaded through one of the required motions, it can repeat the task 24 hours a day. In the late 20th century, more robots were built, including the Sojourner, the first robot that landed in Mars, and also the first robotic pet dog named Abido. Atlas is a humanoid robot primarily developed by the American robotics company Boston Dynamics. It is intended to aid emergency services in search and rescue missions and operate powered equipment in environments where humans could not survive. It is about 6 feet tall and it has many different versions. It uses sensors in its body and legs to balance, avoid obstacles, and help with navigation. It could perform many tasks, such as removing debris that blocks its way, opening a door, and drive an utility vehicle at the site. It can also connect a fire hose to a standpipe and climb an industrial ladder by itself. Adrian Perez got the idea of map cleaning robot as he saw many bees swarming around in his university garden. The map has a touchscreen panel that can display the layout of your house and a filter that helps keep water clean. It is equipped with 980 tiny flying robots that can be powered by solar energy. Each robot cleans by releasing a droplet of water and fly back to their stations to recharge. It is an autonomous robot, so this robot can clean your house independently. Robotics is a rideable and user-operated robot built by a Japanese company called Robotics Heavy Industry. It is the world's first giant boarding robot, and it is about 4 meters high. The operator would sit in the body of Robotics with the control device in front of him. Also, the robot can also be controlled externally by remote control. It is able to drive on its 4 wheels at around 10 kilometers per hour, and it has a powered humanoid hand called the Iron Crow that is capable of picking objects. Last but not least, it contains multiple weapons such as a BB rotary cannon and a low-hazard launcher which fires water bottles. Ego is a robot that simulates like if you were there. It is mostly used for students that cannot attend at school or people who cannot attend meetings. It is often used in healthcare and education. The user of Vigo robots controls its movements and its camera, and he can even speak to other people through the Vigo robot. Therefore, when students could not go to school because of illness, they can also participate in class instead of doing homeschooling. The Vigo robots can run for a whole school day before getting recharged, so it won't run out of battery during lessons. Robotics is Pierre Elliott Trudeau High School's first ever robotics team. They focus in competing in vast robotics competition and aim at creating opportunities for students to grow mentally. Let's see how they work.
I always had a passion for robotics. They've always been something that I've wanted to do since I was actually very little. We're finishing up the robot for a competition tomorrow in a new market. Right now we're trying to fix all the motors so we can make them higher torque. No, we are not. We did this almost all on our own, designed, measured, and built. We based it off some designs on the internet, but other than that, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Vex Robotics competition is a competition that happens regionally, provincially, internationally across the world, right? It involves Vex Robotics in a bunch of high schools where they send teams to come to build the robot using Vex parts and compete in a certain game which varies from year to year.
Technology is on the rise, and some robots have already been out of our imaginations. However, robots are still imperfect as many countries do not have enough technology or passion to invent new robots. Therefore, we hope that we can raise the awareness of robotics after making this documentary to build a better future.